crowbar, balls.
Many, many nights here. On that, what used to be the dance floor. Used to be the dance floor crowbar. Building does not exist anymore. Look at this. The entire, where the gate is, in there, is that's where the DJ booth used to be. Up top,
Yep.
right up top. We're here on 28th Street. You know, this was my home for 3.5 years. One of the most legendary clubs, one of the best rooms probably ever in New York, room-wise. Crowbar, New York, you had every big DJ came through here. I was a resident here for 3.5 years. Amazing memories, just watching the disco ball and people dancing and just the lighting system. As a matter of fact, the whole Believe in Boris thing started here. And one day, you know, it's actually my first night here, basically, you know, because there was a red screen going across the DJ booth, a ticker, and one day, that's how it became, just put the whole Believe in Boris thing and it just stuck. And it was 2004 and here we are in 2014, going on 15, and you know, the brand has become kind of like a household name in New York. And that's how it all started. I mean, the Believe in Boris thing, you know, the legendary classics party, because that's, we started our classics parties here, you know, in 2004. And of course, you know, we're here today and it's stronger than ever. And, you know, of course, at Pasha, you know, for the last 8 years. This was, I consider, the last of the big room, arena type of feel. I guess it's like before the whole festival thing, it was the whole big room. And this was like a festival, per se, 3,000 people on a dance floor. You don't get that anymore, really. You get that at festivals, you know, Governor's Island or whatever, you know. Music back then was more, I would say, like carefree, happy, oriented, as opposed to now, it's very sophisticated and very serious. Back then, you had a couple of, you know, you had smiling faces, you play a couple of vocal tracks and a couple of, like, you know, anthems, and everyone's happy and dancing and this, you know, whereas opposed to now, it's like, you know, everything is super serious. You could go from all genres back in this era, from the Roxy era. You could go from a Whitney track to a trance track to you know, like a house track or whatever, you know. It would work. It would work. Now you play, you play a techno track now at 124 and you go into, like, you know, a dubstep record, per se. It'll never work. And you'll be getting tomatoes thrown at you. Once again, another club down. Starting to miss the old New York. What happened? Construction. Danger.